so this is our lesson for today. This is based on my presentation on that day with the Majlis School Cemerlang Kuala Lumpur. So today I'm going to share the same thing. Okay. So can you all see my slide?
Yes,
Semua boleh nampak slide? Okay, ya. Okay, first, this is part 1. Okay, I'm sure you all know what is the type of question for part 1 in paper 2. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on paper 2, part 1 and part 2, and then later for exercise we will do part 2. Okay, essay in part 2. Okay, this is part 1. So what do you all know about this part? What do you all know about this part? Okay, Jess, want to give your ideas. What do you know about part 1 in your essay paper? So what do you have to do in part 1? Okay, maybe you can start from there. What you have to do in part 1? Okay, Najmi ke? Any ideas? What do you have to do in part 1?
Ada cikgu.
Christina? Okay, Jess. Jess.
part 1 do some short essay.
Some sort of?
Short essay.
Louder, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Do some short essay like
Okay,
email.
short essay. Like email. Okay, good. Any other things you want to add? So you have to write a short essay or an email in part 1. Yes, okay. So when you say short, how many words? How many words you must write in part 1? 3 words. Okay, correct. And then how many minutes? How many minutes you must spend your time in part 1? How many minutes must you spend your time in part 1? Okay, so I think I will continue with my presentation. Okay, so it is a short communicative message, okay, or an email where you are required to write an email to your friend. Okay, now let's take a look at the other slide. Okay, this is part 1. Okay, you must answer this part. Means this is an obligatory question. Obligatory means is like what we always say, soalan yang wajib jawab. Okay, obligatory question. Okay, and it is a must for you to answer this part. Okay, and it carries 20 marks. Okay, it carries 20 marks, and your task is to write a short response. Okay, in about 80 words. Okay, a short response in about 80 words to an informal message. Means you are given a message, okay, and from that message you have to write a short response or an email. Okay, so it's stated here about 80 words. Means it can be more than 80 words, but if possible try not to write lesser than 80 words. Okay, because you might not elaborate, or you might not give the details that needed for the question to be awarded 20 marks. Okay, so make sure you write 80 or more, but not more than 100 words. Okay, try not to go beyond 100 words. Okay, but also not to really bother about the number of words. Not to say that you can write longer, but try not to count the number of words after you write your essay. Okay, so that is on part 1. Okay, now next slide. Okay, this is the sample question. Okay, so we are going to analyze the question together. Okay, so maybe I would need you to look at either your book, or you can just write down some points. Okay, some important points in your exercise book. Okay, so to begin with, okay, after we have identified the scenarios, okay, look at the scenarios, okay, that I highlighted there. So we have two scenarios there. Okay, so the first scenario is from the question itself. Okay, you receive an email from your new friend Betty who has just moved to your hometown. So that is your first scenario. Okay, that means you receive an email from your new friend Betty. Okay, and then the second scenario, which is in the message itself. Okay, so let's look at the message here. Hi, the school holiday is finally here. Let us go for a picnic with our classmates. So that is your second scenario because you are given a situation where your school holiday is finally there, okay, finally here, and then you are going for a picnic with your classmates. Okay, so those are the two scenarios that you will find in this part, okay, in this question. Okay, and then the next one that we are going to look at, okay, this is your main ideas, okay, or your main points. Okay, so it is they are the one where I highlighted with yellow. Okay, so what are those? Okay, they will be in the form of questions. Normally these main ideas are in the form of questions. Okay, so what is the first question? Where shall we go? Okay, that is the first question. Okay, where shall we go? And what can we do there? Okay, so that is the second question. Okay, so where shall we go and what can we do there? Okay, there are two questions. And the third question, which is your task, is what should we bring? Okay, so these are the three questions that you have to answer in your email. So the first scenario is in the question on top. You receive an email from your new friend Betty. So that is the first scenario. Okay, and then the second scenario is number 2 below that in the message. The school holiday is finally here. Okay, so again, the scenario just now you have already identified the scenario. We have already identified in the first two parts. Okay, the first scenario is you receive an email from your friend Betty who has just moved to your new hometown. Okay, and then the second scenario is about the school holiday and you are going for a picnic with your classmates. Okay, so those are the two scenarios. Okay, the next important thing is the task. Okay, the task means what you have to do. Okay, so there are actually three questions here. Okay, we have where shall we go? So you need to answer that question. That means you need to give the place, okay, that you are going for a picnic, and you also need to describe what are the things that you can do there, okay, activities that you can do, and what should we bring. So what are the things that you should bring, okay, for your picnic. So those are the three important things or the three main ideas. Okay, so this is the sample question. Okay, let's continue. Okay, can you see the slides moving?
Yes,
Oh,
teacher.
so what do you see now?
Learning your email.
Okay, good. Okay, so I have actually come out with the planning for your email. Okay, although it is just 80 words, but I think if you plan your email very well, you can get 20 marks, okay, easily. Okay, how do you do that? Okay, first, I come up with this acronym, which is GIMIS. Okay, GIMIS stand for, okay, we will look at what GIMIS stands for after this. Okay, so just want you to remember for part 1. Okay, remember gimmies. So G is actually, okay, look at the steps here. Okay, we have steps, content and remark. Okay, for steps number 1, okay, you have to start your email with greeting. So I put it as G. Okay, so G stand for greeting. So what do you normally write for greeting? Okay, you can write either hi or hello. Okay, so just to tell you that this email, it is more or less like your PT3 essay question in part 1. Okay, remember in part 1, I think it is also 80 words. So this is just like your PT3 essay question. Okay. Okay, so for greeting, Content, you can write hi or hello, and it must be an informal greetings. Okay, mean you are writing to your friend. Okay, and then step number 2. Okay, look at step number 2, introduction. So which is I. G, I just now G, now I. So I stand for introduction. Okay, what do you normally write for introduction? Okay, you can either ask the person condition, how are you, how are things, how is it going, or it is good to hear from you. Okay, so you can choose from this sample, okay, for your introduction. And make sure, okay, for the remark, it must be friendly openings. Okay, must be friendly openings. That means you are writing to your friends, remember? And also use the useful phrases that you can also find in your textbook. Okay, that are the those are the first 2 steps. Okay, now we go to the third step. So that means when this is actually the step. What that means, when you start writing, you have to write greeting and then introduction, and then the third line, okay, or the third thing is the main ideas. Okay, or I put it as MI. MI stands for main ideas. Okay, so 3 main ideas or 3 questions from the task. So what are the 3 questions? Just now, remember, where shall we go? What can we do there? And what should we bring? So these are the 3 questions that we should answer, okay, as our main ideas. So again, for this one, okay, in the remark, you must use consistent, friendly tone. That means you have to imagine like you are talking to your friend, okay, like you are writing to your friend, okay, and you must use informal register. Okay, that means all the words that you use must be informal. So when we say informal, you can use short form or contraction. Okay, what is short form? You can use like I'm, you are, okay, all the short form there. And also not to forget, okay, you must also use connectors and also cohesive devices. Okay, so what is the difference between connectors and cohesive devices? Okay, because I think you must already know what sequence connectors, right? All those words like and, or, but, so, um, firstly, secondly, okay. But for this one, we that is not enough for you to have in your essay. You must also use cohesive devices. Okay, what are cohesive devices? Okay, we will look at that after this. Okay, that means actually cohesive devices, they are more sophisticated connectors. Like, in other words, okay, furthermore, okay, moreover, I think you are familiar with those words, just that we do not know that it is called as cohesive devices, right? Okay, because if you don't have this, your marks will not you will not get good marks. Okay, so you must make sure you use this in your email. Okay. Okay, step number 4. If I go too fast, please stop me. Okay, kalau selaju sangat tu, okay, boleh stop. Siapa nak tanya soalan pun boleh in between. Okay, step number 4 now. Okay, step number 4 is the word or the letter E. So E stands for ending. So what is ending? Okay, ending, when we write words like write back soon and tell me all about it. Okay, or you can also say bye or bye for now, see you soon, that's all for now, or write soon. Okay, so these are the sample for you to write for your ending. Okay, and remark, again, it must be friendly endings. Okay. Okay, so those are the step number 4. Okay, the last step, okay, which is step 5, is S. So what does S stand for? Signature. Okay, or you can just write your name. Okay, so content for signature, either you write your name, Aiman or Rina or whatever name, and it must be readable. Make sure your name can be read. Okay, I would suggest you just write your name. Okay, after you write the email, just write your name. That will do. Okay. So those are the planning for your email. Okay, do you have any questions at this for about the planning? Ada soalan tak? Nak tanya?
Tak ada.
Okay. Ada. Okay, faham kan? Okay, senang kan? Ni just like your PT3, just that I want to put it like systematic sikit lah, okay, for you so that you won't miss any of the point of all the steps. Okay. Okay. Part 1, marking assessment. Okay. I've already mentioned there are total marks of 20. So content, okay, content to 5. Okay, after this I will go into detail about what are the contents. Okay. And communicative achievement 5, organization 5, and language 5. Okay, that means when we mark your part 1, we do not only look for your language, we also look for your content. Okay, for your communicative achievement, that means whether you use the correct format or not. Okay, organization, how do you join the sentences, the ideas? This one is where you write your connectors or cohesive devices. Okay, and of course your language, your grammar, your vocabulary, and your errors. Okay, then total mark is 20 for this part. Okay, so this is part 1. Okay, now let us go to the next slide. Okay, this is tips for you to score good marks. Okay, do you want to copy or anything, or you can just snap a photo, okay, with your phone if you want. Okay, because I think this very important, okay, for you to know, okay, so that you can plan your essay. Okay, so these are the tips for scoring good marks. Okay, remember just now I mentioned content, communicative achievement, lalu we just say CA lah, okay, short form dia CA. O for organization and L for language. Okay, so content. So how do you get 5 marks for content? Okay, by fulfill the task requirement. That means what are the task requirement? Apa yang soalan perlukan? Okay, first you have to write an email to your friend. So when you want to write an email, make sure you use the correct format of writing an email. Okay, what are the correct format? Okay, just now I already told you, okay, the planning for greeting, what you should write, hi, hello, okay, all that. And also you must answer all the questions in the task. So what are the questions?
Where shall we go and what can we do there? What
Okay,
should we
very
bring?
good. Yes, yes. What should we bring there kan? Ada 3 soalan, right? Okay, very good, Nazmi. So, where shall we go? That is the first question. Okay, and then what can we do there? Okay, question number 2. And what should we bring? Okay, what are the things that we should bring? Okay, so those are the 3 questions. So by answering these 3 questions, okay, and also by writing an email to your friend, you can get content of 5 very easily. As long as you answer the 3 questions and you write an email. If you have that, then the examiner or your teacher will definitely give you a 5. Okay, we do not look at other thing yet, but once we see that you have all the 3 question being answered and you are writing an email, so we give you straight away 5. Okay, this is very easy for you to get 5 for your essays, not only for part 1, for other part as well. Okay, content is the part where you can easily get 5 regardless of your language yet. Okay, so that means although you get 5 for content, you might not get 5 for CA, organization or language. Okay, but does not mean that you cannot get 5 for content. Okay, or sometimes we have cases where students get 5 for content but their language is only 2. It can be that situation also. Okay, okay, now for number 2, communicative achievement. Okay, here to get 5, you must make sure you use the correct format. Okay, write email, and then you must use the correct register. Register mean your tone. Okay, your words that you use must be a friendly words or friendly tone. Okay, and then your tone is to your friend. Okay, not to your teacher or to or formal tone. Okay, it must be informal tone. And then, okay, for example, if you were asked to answer this question, you must give the name of a place. You must suggest a place. Okay, for question number one, and then for question two, you must give the activities that you can do. Okay, activities mean more than one activity. Okay, not only one but more than one activities, at least two. Okay, so communicative achievement. Okay, again, you must make sure you use the correct format if you are writing an email. So make sure you use the format of an email. Okay, and then you must also use the correct register. Okay, register means when you want to start your paragraph. Okay, you have to have like words or phrase, okay, to start your paragraph. You cannot just write. Later I will show you the example, okay, of the register. And also the tone, okay, must be a friendly tone because you are writing to your friend. Okay, so and then since you are going to answer the three questions, like suggest a place, okay, to go for a picnic, then activities that you can do, and also the things that you must bring, okay, for your picnic. So that is on communicative achievement. So to get five, you must make sure you do these things, okay, for communicative achievement. Okay, organization. Okay, there is the use of linkers or connectors to link your ideas. So linkers are words like and, or, but, so, because, firstly, okay, finally. All these are linkers, but it is not enough, okay, to only write linkers. We also need to have cohesive devices. Okay, so maybe in form 3 you can just use all the linkers, but for form 5 level they need you to write more on cohesive devices. So what are cohesive devices? Okay, these are the words like moreover, it may appear, as a result, other than that, and etc. Okay, or furthermore. Okay, so those are the cohesive devices. Okay, and then for organization, we will also look at your punctuation. Okay, punctuation means your full stop, the use of commas, okay, apostrophe, and so on. Okay, all that will be evaluated under organization. Okay, and lastly, language. Okay, to get five, okay, you must make sure you use the appropriate vocabulary. Okay, that means if you are talking about going for a picnic, so make sure the vocabulary that you use are also appropriate for going to a picnic. Okay, like maybe you use words like bringing some food or mat. Okay, all those that relates to going for a picnic. Okay, appropriately used. Okay, grammar is also the same. Okay, but for grammar, although you may make a few mistakes or errors that are not so glaring, you can still get five. Okay, it's not to say five is a perfect essay, no, or perfect email. Okay, it is not the case here. You are allowed to make a few errors, but the meaning can still be determined. Okay, that means we can still understand your email, but there are still errors. Okay, so but you can still get five. Okay, and then your spelling. Okay, again, spelling is also important. If it's deviate from the meaning, if your spelling is so severe and it makes the meaning different, so that is considered as gross error. Okay, kesalahan yang besar. Okay. So those are the tips for you to score good marks for this part.
Greeting.
Okay, very good. Okay, I, Jessica.
Introduction.
Okay, good. Am I, Fatiha? MI, what does MI stands for?
Main ideas.
Main ideas. Okay, very good. Okay, Rabiatun, E, what does E stands for?
Ending.
Address to your friend. Okay, remember just now the question, we want to write an email to your friend Betty. So to, this is your friend email address, to betty@kumil.com. After that, subject. Okay, then subject, you can write anything that relates to going for a picnic. Okay, so let's say here I put it as let's go for a picnic. Okay, and then only we start with gimmies. So G, Okay, greeting. Hi Betty. Okay, hi Betty. Simple je, hi Betty. Okay, then next line. How are things? This one we are going to introduction. After greeting, introduction. How are things? It's good to hear from you. Okay, you can ask maybe one or two or three questions here for introduction. Okay, okay, and then next line. Okay, where we answer the three questions. Remember the three questions. Am I main ideas? So main idea one. Am I want to main idea one? That means first question. Where shall we go? Okay, so how do you write? Okay, let's look at the sample. I know the right place for our picnic. Okay, ini yang cikgu kata register tu. That means kamu bukanlah terus-terus betul. Okay. Batu Ferringhi is a place to go. Janganlah cakap terus direct kan. At least bagilah satu macam intro untuk that paragraph tu. So I know the right place for our picnic. So that is your register. Okay. I suggest we go to Batu Ferringhi Beach in Penang. Okay. Or kalau kamu nak start dengan I suggest pun boleh. Okay. That means I suggest tu dia akan jadi sebagai dia punya register lah. Okay. Okay, you can also start with I suggest we go to Batu Ferringhi Beach in Penang. Okay, so dah answer lah jawab soalan yang pertama tadi. Where shall we go? Dah ada nama tempat kan, Batu Ferringhi. Okay, so when you have that, that means your first task is being answered. Okay, soalan pertama dah jawab. Okay, next we go to the next line. Okay, now we are going to answer the second question, which is activities that we can do for a picnic. Okay, we can build sand castle as the beach is a suitable place for it. Okay, so this is the first activity. Build sand castle. Sand castle. Okay, that is the first activity. Okay, and then furthermore, yang cikgu highlight warna biru ni or warna turquoise ni is the cohesive device. Okay, cohesive devices. And just now yang warna hijau ni is a short form, okay, or contraction. It's about it's boleh guna dalam email lah. So furthermore, cohesive device, we can indulge in jet skiing. Nampak? This is the second activity. Indulge in jet skiing. Okay, or watch the sunset, just like we always do. Ataupun lagi satu activity, watch the sunset. So, tengok dekat belakang ni cikgu tulis, just like we always do. Nampak tak? Ni yang kita panggil sebagai friendly tone ni. Macam kita selalu kita cakap dengan kawan-kawan, kita selalu buat, kita selalu go and eat out together outside. Tu macam kita nak jadikan dia macam tone yang to a friend lah. Okay, friendly tone. Okay, so that answering question number 2. Okay, activities. So, MI2. Main ideas 2. Okay. Okay, next line. Again, it's okay. Short form ni cikgu guna sebab dia email. It's better to bring along extra clothes and a mat. This one we are going to answer question number 3. What should we bring there? Okay. So here I wrote as we can bring extra clothes and a mat. Tikar kan. Okay. Extra clothes and a mat. As well in case we need those. Okay, I mean in case you decide you want to go for a swimming, okay, or you just want to lay down by the beach, okay, so you can just lay down on the mat. Okay, moreover, apa dia ni? Moreover, cohesive device. Okay, tell others to bring some food and snack too. Okay, ini ada lagi benda yang kamu nak bawa kan? Of course you need to bring some food and snack. Okay, because it's quite expensive there. Okay, sebab kat sana mungkin mahal nak beli kan. Okay, okay, then extra information here. I'm thinking of asking Kim and Tina to join us. Okay, the more the merrier, right? Okay, yang last 2 sentences ni kalau kamu tak mau tulis pun tak apa. Okay, I'm thinking of asking Tina to join us. The more the merrier ni just extra je. Okay, so yang penting kamu mention what are the things that you need to bring. Okay, so here I mention extra clothes, mat, and also food and snack. Okay, so that is answering MI3 or question 3, main ideas number 3. Okay, And the last one, this is the one that you have to write. That is E, ending. So how do you write for ending? Write back soon and let me know of any updates. Bye for now. This is the ending. Okay, bye for now. Okay, ending. Okay, and don't forget to write your name for S. So S for signature. Okay, your name. Just write your name. My advice is do not spend too much time on this part because you have two other parts to go. Okay, which are part 2 and part 3. Okay, so and my advice also, if you have the question, please answer this part first. Okay, at least you feel more motivated to answer the other parts. Okay. Okay, okay. So let's see what do we have next. Is a guided writing. Okay, guided writing essay. That mean maksud guided tu dia macam bagi notes lah. Dia bagi macam guide lah, bagi satu guideline kat kamu macam mana nak tulis essay ni kan. So guided. So guided here means you are given some help or some notes to help you in your writing. Similar to part 1, this is also an obligatory question. Maksudnya soalan ni wajib kena jawab. Okay. So it also carries 20 marks. Okay. And also, okay, apa yang beza dengan part 1 dengan part 2 ni? Here, your essay is much more longer, which is 125 to 150 words. Okay, so you are required to write a slightly longer text or longer essay. Okay, based on a text stimulus. Okay, you must answer this question. Write your answer in 125 to 150 words in an appropriate style. Okay, question number 2. Your class has been discussing how they spend their money. This is the scenario. Okay, this is your scenario. Okay, you have to discussing about how you spend your money with your classmate, and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about what you would spend your money on. So you have to write an essay about what do you do with your money. Okay. So the scenario you understand already, right? Okay. And then look at the notes below. Okay, in your essay, you should write about these are the things. Just like tadi yang soalan nombor 1 kan, dia ada bagi 3 question. Now they give you 3 ideas juga. Okay, or 3 main ideas or 3 questions. So what are the main ideas? Okay, we have main ideas. One, what you would like to buy. So you have to explain what are the things that you want to buy. Apa benda yang kamu nak beli. Okay, you have to mention that. And then number 2, reasons for your choice. Why do you want to buy that item? Okay, you have to give your reasons. Since here reasons so ada S, so kena tulis more than one reason. Okay, not just one reason, more than one reason. Okay, and then the third one, where do you usually buy these things? Okay, that mean let's say you decide to buy maybe a handphone. Okay, because why you want to buy the handphone? Because now is online learning, home-based learning, you have to use that very often. Okay, and then where do you normally buy handphone? Okay, maybe you want to say you buy from Shopee or you buy from electrical shop. Okay, so you have to mention that. Okay. Okay, and then your task again. Okay, below the main ideas, you have the task. Write your essay using all the notes and giving reason for your point of view. Okay, ini kamu kena tulis essay berdasarkan nota yang diberi dan juga bagi alasan for your give reason for your point of view. This is how you analyze a question in part 2. Okay, any question? To remember T and C. Okay, tadi gimis kan, now T and C. Okay, what is T and C? Planning your essay in part 2 with T and C. Okay, so we have 5 paragraphs. Ni kamu kena ingat. Asal hari tu cikgu bagi kita yang layout macam ni. Tak ingat, mungkin dengan kelas lain kot. Okay, tak apa, kamu boleh salin ataupun nak ambil gambar ke. Okay, so planning your essay, we have 5 paragraphs. Okay, if possible, you please stick to 5 paragraph. Nanti ada yang budak tanya, cikgu kenapa tak boleh buat 3 paragraf? Kenapa tak boleh buat 1 paragraf? Ada banyak yang tanya lah pasal saya buat teknik menjawab tu pun ramai yang tanya. Can I do 3 paragraph? Okay. But I would recommend you to stick to 5 paragraphs. Okay, although it is not long for each paragraph, tapi the teachers or the examiners can see your ideas is being systematically arranged in each paragraph. Okay, why 5 paragraph? Okay, I will let you know after this. Okay, first in paragraph 1, what do we write? Introduce the topic. Okay, so here the topic is about money, right? If you have money, what you want to do with the money? So you have to introduce about the topic of money and its importance. So paragraph 1 tu cakaplah sikit pasal money, kenapa duit tu penting, why money is important, why people need money. Jangan masuk lagi terus kepada point dia. Okay, so paragraph 1 just generally talk about money and the importance. Okay, so that one I name it as T. T for topic. That means you talk about the topic. So T. The first T. Okay, paragraph 2. Okay, here in paragraph 2, then only you start answering the question just now from the task. Okay. Remember what is the first question? Apa soalan yang pertama tadi? What do you want to buy? Kan? What do you want to buy? So describe what you like to buy and its details. Kena cerita sikit lah. Sebab satu main idea is in one paragraph. Takkan just nak buat satu ayat je. Okay, at least 3 to 5 sentences in one paragraph. Okay, so this one you answering the main idea number 1. So here we don't put it as MI, I put it as N. N tu maksudnya apa? Note. Note 1. Ingat note 1, note 2, note 3. Sekarang dah note 11 kan? Okay. So ingat note N for note. So note 1 mean refer to question number 1 tadi. What you want to buy. Okay. And then paragraph 3, same thing juga. You give a few reason. Kan tadi dia kata give reason why you want to buy the item. So give a few reason here in paragraph 3. Okay, so I name it as N2. Note number 2. Okay. Okay, paragraph 4. Again, ada lagi satu soalan kan? What is the question? Where do you normally buy the item? Here you will talk about that. Okay. So talk about the place you normally buy the above item. So that will be your N3. Okay, N3. Okay, so we have N1, 2 and 3. Okay, so all this while memang soalan dia akan bagi 3 je lah dia punya notes tu setakat ni ya. Okay, later we will see the sample question. Okay, paragraph, and the last paragraph, which is paragraph 5, is where you write your conclusion. Selalu kan last paragraph memang kita buat conclusion kan. So conclude your essay by restating how you spend your money. So macam kamu cerita balik lah apa yang kamu nak buat dengan duit kamu tu. Macam ambil balik paragraph 1 punya point. Okay. Tapi kalau boleh tukarlah sikit perkataan tu, janganlah guna perkataan yang sama. Okay. But the main idea is the same, just that the word that you use here is a little bit different than in paragraph 1. Okay. And also a concluding sentence. So I name it as C. Okay. So remember part 2, T and C. T for topic, N for notes, C for conclusion. Okay, so this is your planning for part 2. Okay, ada soalan? Now we go to the next one. Okay, again sama juga, we are going to look at the part 2 marking assessment. Same thing with part 1. Dia memang sama, it is the same. Also in part 3 pun sama juga. All 5, 5, 5, 5. 20 marks. But okay, tetapi here what we expect is a little bit higher. So maksudnya macam tadi part 1 tu kamu jawab je 3 soalan tu, okay, content sama. Content is the same for all 3 parts. But for CA, organisation dengan language ni, dia punya pemberatan tu is different for part 1 to part 3. Maksudnya part 1 tu kamu tak perlu nak elaborate panjang-panjang sangat lah. Kamu tak perlu nak guna banyak sangat cohesive devices. Tapi part 2 we are going to look into more detail and we expect you to write better in part 2. Okay, so now all 20 marks, but the expectation is different than part 1. Okay, and then the marking also is a little bit different, so we will look at the marking after this. Okay, these are the tips for scoring good marks. Okay, ini tips untuk dapat markah yang elok lah untuk part 2. Okay, so again nampak content dia sama je kan macam tadi dengan part 1. So content, fulfillment of task requirement. Selagi kamu memenuhi kehendak soalan, kamu jawab soalan dan jawab 3 yang question tadi, so you can get 5. Okay, content ni sama untuk part 1 sampai part 3, the same. Okay, so maksudnya rugilah kalau kamu tak jawab tau. Kalau kamu tak jawab part 2, part 3 mungkin tak cukup masa ke apa kan, kamu tak rugi tak dapat content 5 ni. Sebab content 5 ni dia part 3 pun senang juga nak dapat. Selagi kamu jawab semua soalan, selagi kamu mengikut format, memang boleh dapat 5. Walaupun part 3 tu dia agak susah kan, dia punya pemberatan itu tinggi sikit. Okay, tapi kalau tak jawab content susah. Okay, bukan susah, macam rugilah. Okay, so maksudnya kamu kena jawab juga semua 3 soalan. Okay, now we go to tadi content. Kalau part 1 write an email kan, so now part 2 write an essay lah. Okay, a guided essay. Okay, CA dia Communicative Achievement. Okay, sama juga, correct format or register, introduce the topic, plus own ideas and reason. Dia kena ada ideas and reason. Setiap satu yang kamu bagi note tadi tu kena elaborate. Kena buat huraian. Macam tadi part 1 tak perlu huraian yang panjang pun. Kamu just letak je, okay, tempat apa, okay, batu ferigi, okay, cukup dapat 1 markah. Okay, letak macam tu je. Yang ni letak tapi kena explain, kena bagi ada juga reason dengan ideas kamu sendiri. Okay, itu beza dia. Okay, organization pun okay. So each paragraph focuses on a separate idea. Maksudnya satu note satu paragraph. Okay, maksudnya satu note satu paragraph, jangan campur 2 notes in 1 paragraph. Okay, so follow yang tadi cikgu bagi yang layout tu, planning tadi tu. Okay, and then a variety. Okay, nampak tak dekat sini dia tulis a variety. Tadi dekat part 1 kalau kamu tengok dia kata apa, dia tak tulis a variety, dia just tulis cohesive devices. Maksudnya kamu guna cohesive devices tu satu pun cukup masa part 1, tapi part 2 ni kena guna banyak. A variety, berbagai-bagai, not just one, we want more here. Okay, maksudnya lebih banyak kamu guna dekat sini, lagi banyak peluang untuk kamu dapat markah yang tinggi untuk bahagian organisation. Okay, so sample dia, therefore, moreover, other than that, in addition, furthermore. Benda ni lah ni, therefore semua ni. Jangan just tulis and or but so. Yang tu memang selalu kita akan gunakan, tapi di samping tu guna juga therefore ni. Jangan duk guna next, firstly, secondly. Firstly, secondly tu bukan cohesive devices. Yang tu just connector saja. Cohesive devices ni perkataan yang macam ni lah, yang lebih sophisticated. Therefore, moreover, okay, other than that, in addition, furthermore, dan banyak lagi lah. Okay, language. Okay, language pun tadi kita just cakap language tu kalau kamu salah pun boleh dapat markah kan. Okay, kat sini salah tapi tak boleh salah yang banyak lah. Okay, contoh, appropriate use of some less common word. Okay, maksudnya kamu contohlah kamu nak describe sosok orang tu kan, she's a very beautiful lady. Kalau kamu dah guna perkataan beautiful, nice, dia macam perkataan tu macam very common tau. So kalau kamu banyak guna macam tu, so that mean language kamu tu tak susah nak dapat markah yang tinggi. Maksudnya kita nak kamu gunakan perkataan yang jarang digunakan setiap hari. Okay, not an everyday use of vocabulary macam tu. Okay, contoh, she is very stunning, she is very outstanding, okay, she is very elegant. Okay, jangan just cakap beautiful. Okay, guna perkataan macam tu lah, maksudnya macam bombastic word, contoh macam tu lah. Okay. And then this apart from that, you also need to use simple and some complex structures. Okay. Simple ni macam ayat yang pendek. Complex structure ni ayat yang panjang dan ada berbagai-bagai macam dia ayat compound, ayat majmuk, tahu kan? Macam tu lah. Kena banyak gunakan ayat compound dengan ayat kompleks kat sini. Okay. Dan juga ayat simple tu kalau boleh tak banyak pun tak apa, yang banyak ayat kompleks. Okay. Kalau ayat kompleks dalam bahasa Inggeris, ayat kompleks macam mana? Banyak gunakan macam apa tu? Pronouns pronoun reflex personal pronoun tu macam who, where, what. Okay. She is the person who I admire. This is the place where I always go with my friend. Apa ada guna where, who, what. Itu adalah complex structure lah. Okay. Okay. Salah satu complex structure. Okay, errors do not impede the meaning. Meaning can still be determined. Okay, ada error tapi error tu tak boleh maksudnya kalau kamu buat error tu maksud tu tak lari. Okay, masih boleh bagi markah yang tinggi. Okay, so that is for language. So these are the tips for scoring good marks in part 2.
Topic?
Yes, topic. Okay, now let's look at the sample essay. We have the topic. Okay, in the first paragraph is the topic. Okay. So what is the topic? Remember just now is about money. So okay, tengok how do teacher do the first paragraph. Okay, first paragraph introduction kan. Okay, of the topic. Okay, many people say money is not important in life. Okay, I beg to differ. Apa maksud I beg to differ ni? Maksudnya dia tak setuju lah. I beg to differ mean I do not agree. Okay, so I'll say I beg to differ. So why do you not agree with it? Okay. To me, money is important to buy our necessity to survive in this challenging world. Okay. And maksudnya kamu bagi reason, nampak? Bila kamu cakap tak setuju, kena bagi reason sebab tak setuju. Itu maksudnya giving your opinions. Okay. Without money, we cannot continue our daily routine life. Okay. With money, we can buy a lot of things like food, clothes and books. Okay, nampak tak cikgu buat introduction macam mana? About the money itself. Okay. Remember tadi planning kita, we talk about money and its importance. Okay, this is how we elaborate for the first paragraph. Okay, ada berapa ayat tu? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nampak cikgu buat 5 sentences. Okay. Tak perlu panjang pun sebab dia 125 to 150 je pun. Okay. Dia yang untuk essay ni, dia yang penting kamu menjawab soalan dan mengikut apa kehendak soalan. Bukan menulis apa yang kamu tahu. Okay, jangan terbawa-bawa macam tu. Jangan tulis panjang tapi tak ada point pun, tak ada isi pun. So no point, no use. Okay, tak semestinya panjang tu dapat markah lebih, no. Dan tak semestinya pendek tu dapat markah kurang. Okay, kalau pendek tapi mengikut spesifikasi number of words and then ada semua point, you can still get full marks. Okay. Okay, now let's go to paragraph 2. So remember paragraph 2 is N1, note 1. Okay, so N1 kat sini cikgu tulis. N1 means we are going to elaborate notes number 1, which is, so remember what is note number 1? What do you want to buy? Tidak? Kan, what do you want to buy? What would you like to buy if you have the money? Okay, so tengok. Cikgu start paragraph dengan apa ni? With the green colours. To begin with, ini yang cikgu panggil register ni. Ni panggil register. Maksudnya kita nak start paragraph tu, kita ada ayat permulaan untuk setiap paragraph. Okay. Macam dekat introduction pun ada jugalah, cikgu tak highlight dekat situ. But I want to highlight when you first start elaborating your point. Okay. To begin with, okay, selalu kamu akan lihat apa? Firstly, okay, tolong jangan guna firstly dah. Okay. Try to use something else, not firstly. Memanglah mungkin kamu kadang-kadang tak ingat kan, tapi dah terbiasa tu bila nak start tu firstly. Tapi bila teringat tu janganlah guna firstly. Kalau boleh variety lah sikit. Okay, so start with to begin with. Okay, ataupun first of all. Okay, firstly tu macam dia macam common sangat. Okay, to begin with, if I have money, I would like to buy a laptop. or a tablet depending on the amount of money I have. Nampak tak? Okay. Macam dia kata dia nak beli laptop ataupun tablet. Okay, bergantung pada amount yang dia ada. Okay. Macam tadi dekat part 1, kamu boleh stop je dekat sini. I would like to buy a laptop or a tablet. Full stop. Cukup. Tapi part tu kena bagi elaborate panjang sikit. Itu beza dia. Okay. However ni cikgu warna biru sebab dia cohesive device. Okay, cohesive device. I never thought of buying a laptop until I saw my friend with her brand new laptop during our group presentation at school. It has been on my wish list since then. Having a laptop is a blessing. Maksudnya dengan keadaan sekarang ni, pembelajaran di rumah ni, home based learning, kalau ada laptop tu lagi bersyukur lah kan. Okay, senang kan kamu nak buat kerja homework dan sebagainya. So that is N1. Okay, nampak tak macam mana cikgu elaborate? So dia tak panjang pun, dia ada macam 3 line tapi ada berapa ayat ni? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 macam tu lah, 4 atau 5 macam tu lah. Okay, so cikgu kata kalau boleh satu paragraph tu 5 words. Okay, 5 sentences. Okay, now we go to N2. N2 is answering question of why you want to buy the item. Okay, so masa dekat atas ni jangan cerita lagi sebab apa nak beli laptop. Just cerita dulu sebab apa kamu boleh teringat nak beli laptop. Bagi situation yang macam mana kamu nak beli laptop. Jangan masuk reason lagi. The next paragraph baru kamu cerita reason why you want to buy a laptop in more details. Okay, so register dia. One of the reasons, okay, for buying a laptop, okay, a storage capacity. Okay, maksudnya dia punya capacity tu untuk nak memuatkan banyak benda tu lebih lagi compare to your handphone. Dia kata kan, is the storage capacity where I can store more file as compared to my phone. Kalau kamu buat kerja dalam phone, boleh ambil gambar apa semua boleh lah kan, tapi still kamu kena buat kat tempat lain kan, lepas tu nak kena ambil gambar dan sebagainya. Kalau ada laptop, just boleh save semua dalam laptop kan, itu maksud dia. Okay, in addition, okay, tambahan pula, okay, ni cohesive device, I can comfortably do my homework and assignment on a laptop, okay, then a smartphone with a bigger screen. Nampak tak? Okay, kalau kamu ada laptop tu boleh buat kerja dengan lebih selesa lah, comfortable. Okay, sebab screen dia satu besar kan, kalau handphone kecil kan, susah kan. Okay, and the best part is you can get a laptop at cheaper prices. Ni ada sebab lagi. Sebab apa? Sebab yang ni sebab yang ketiga ni. Okay, tadi dah bagi sebab yang pertama, dia kata boleh store banyak file. Yang kedua, boleh buat kerja dengan selesa. Yang ketiga, the best part is you can get a laptop at cheaper prices as the demand for it is more now. Sekarang ni pun laptop dah murah sebab banyak orang guna kan. Okay, untuk buat online learning ni. Okay, to accommodate the home-based learning. So that is your N2. Okay, note number 2. Okay, so that is paragraph 3. Okay, now we go to paragraph 4. Okay, paragraph 4 is note 3. Okay, note 3 is where do you normally buy? Remember? Okay, di mana kamu selalu beli kan? Okay, I usually buy gadgets. Okay, I usually tu dia punya register lah. Okay, at PH & Co or electrical shop. So kamu beritahu nama tempat apa yang kamu selalu beli. Okay, or thank you. Boleh nama tempat mana pun. Okay, ataupun beli dekat Shopee pun boleh juga. Okay, okay, they offer, sebab apa kamu beli kat tempat tu? Bagilah sikit alasan. Okay, because they offer reasonable prices. Sebab dia ingat tadi kan, dalam soalan tu kamu kena bagi reason dan kena bagi point of view. Okay, so they offer reasonable prices with lots of vouchers plus excellent after sales service. Itu sebab dia kenapa kamu suka beli kat tempat tu. Okay, then bagi lagi sebab lain. Moreover, okay, cohesive device. Moreover, I rarely bought gadgets online. Kamu jarang ataupun ikutlah macam saya jarang beli dekat online. Sebab apa? Gadget ni kadang-kadang online ni kita tak tahu dia punya brand tu, quality tu betul ke kan. So you just tell whatever that you think you want to give a reason to. Okay, so for me personally, I don't really buy gadget from online. Okay, or through Shopee or Lazada, because sebab apa kamu tak suka beli online? Because I have doubt about their warranty periods plus the extra shipping charges. Okay. So apa-apa point yang kamu bagi mesti ada reason. Ini sampel part 2 punya essay. Macam part 1 tak perlu ada alasan pun. Just bagi je point-point, tak perlu ada alasan. Part 2 kena ada reason. Okay, itu beza dia. Okay. So dengan ada reason tu, barulah kamu punya essay tu boleh expand, boleh panjangkan. Okay. Okay, now we go to the last paragraph, which is the C. C tadi apa? Conclusion. Okay. So, buat conclusion. To sum up, okay, ataupun kadang kamu play in conclusion, macam kalau sangat kan nak guna in conclusion, okay, try lah something yang lain pula. To sum up, I would rather spend my money on an important thing like a laptop with the fact that it can help me in my studies and also for my future. Mungkin lepas ni nak kerja pun nak guna juga laptop kan. Okay. So nampak tak? Kamu buat balik conclusion tu berdasarkan kenapa kamu nak beli laptop tu. Okay. Then bagilah sikit ayat penutup ni. Macam cikgu bagi ayat penutup ni, saya bagi macam kata-kata ni lah, hikmah lah. Okay. Macam kat sini nak letak idioms ke, boleh lah juga kat sini. Okay. As the saying goes, a wise person should have money in their head but not in their heart. Okay. Maksudnya nak guna duit tu, guna dengan berhemah lah, kena berfikir dulu sebelum membeli apa pun. Bukan ikut hati orang kata kan, ikut logik, macam tu lah. Okay. So kalau macam nak guna idiom ni lagi satu, tak perlulah nak guna setiap paragraf nak guna idiom, tak perlu, tak penting. Okay. Kalau nak guna pun guna dekat last ni je, the last paragraph, dekat conclusion saja. Okay. Yeah. So that is the sample essay. Okay, read this writing task and then use the plan on page 53 of your student book to help you write your article. So when you have finished your article, check your work carefully. Okay, so you have seen this announcement in an international magazine for teenagers. Okay. Articles wanted on shopping in the 21st century. Okay. What kind of shopping do teenagers enjoy most? Okay. What kind of shopping? Okay. And then either shopping online, window shopping, or shopping in the sale. Okay. And then tell us what kind of shopping it is. Okay. What it is like and why they enjoy it. Okay. The best article will be published in the next month's magazine. Okay. So remember, sebelah kanan ni, ask question to catch your reader's attention. That means dalam kamu punya introduction tu boleh tanya soalan, okay, untuk bagi catchy sikit kamu punya artikel tu. Okay. Include your readers in your writing by using words such as we and us. Okay. Maksudnya kamu kena guna we ataupun us lah. Okay. Give your article a title. Use informal language so your tone isn't too serious. Okay.
Shopping that teenager enjoy.
Okay, correct. So that will be your topic. Okay, that will be your topic. Okay, then your notes. Okay, what is your notes? Where is your note? Or where are your notes? That means that will be your topic. Shopping in the 21st century. Okay, notes number 1. Kamu boleh tengok dekat paragraf yang ketiga ni. Okay. Okay, and then tell us what kind of shopping. Okay, that is note number 1. Okay, what kind of shopping. Then after T, kamu nak masuk paragraph 2. Okay, kamu boleh ceritalah what kind of shopping yang sekarang ni banyak orang buat. Okay, contoh online shopping online. Okay, because with the current pandemic situation, many people do not go out from the house and they just do online shopping. Okay, so then kamu elaborate sikit lah. That will be in your paragraph 2. Okay, and then note number 2, what it is like. Okay, macam mana shopping on, contoh kamu pilih shopping online kan, so kamu ceritalah sikit apa yang perlu kamu buat kalau kamu shopping online. That will be your paragraph 3. Okay, note number 2, paragraph 3. Lepas tu note number 3, why they enjoy it. Kenapa orang suka shopping online ni. So kalau kamu pilih shopping online lah, kalau kamu pilih window shopping, so your point will be based on your choice. Okay, yang bawah ni akan berdasarkan kamu punya choice. Kamu nak pilih shopping online ke, kamu kena pilih satu. Okay, tell us what kind of shopping. Dekat sini kena beritahu dah. Shopping online ke, window shopping ke, shopping in the sale. Okay, kena beritahu dekat paragraf tu. Okay, paragraph 3, what it is like. Contoh kamu kata shopping during the sale. Apa situasi kalau shopping during sale ni? Cerita dekat situ. Then paragraph 4, why people enjoy shopping in the sale. Okay, cerita dekat paragraph 4. Okay, and lastly conclusion. Macam tadi conclusion, apa dia yang menarik pasal shopping in the 21st century ni. Okay, cerita balik dia punya topik tu, and then bagi satu ayat penutup. Habis tu je lah. Okay. Tapi yang beza dekat sini, artikel kena ada tajuk. Dia kata kena ada tajuk lah. So kena ada tajuk lah. Tajuk kamu, okay, shopping in the 21st century. Contoh. Tajuk dia. Okay. Include, give your article a title. Dia tak perlu tulis nama pun. So tak tulis nama kamu pun tak apa. Kalau nak tulis pun tak apa, tak tulis pun tak apa. Okay. Okay, write your article 140 to 190 words. Okay, so cikgu ingat kamu nak tulis 125 to 150 pun boleh. So kalau maksimum pun 190 je lah maksimum. 190 ni maksimum lah. Okay, jangan terlalu panjang sangat dan jangan terlalu pendek sangat. Okay, okay, nanti kamu kalau kamu nak salin soalan ni dalam buku pun boleh, dan nak buat okay, nak buat apa, essay tu dalam buku, lepas tu nak letak gambar kat cikgu pun boleh. Okay, tapi cikgu akan bagi link untuk kamu upload dalam Padlet.